fuck you. I'm going to be fucking rich. I'm going to be fucking wealthy. I'm going to be the person that I was destined to be. I'm not destined to be a fucking sheep. I'm not destined to follow people every day of my fucking life. If I want to buy that thing on the shelf, I'm going to buy it. If I want to travel somewhere, I'm going to travel.
Imagine being a young man feeling the world is cold. This is me, an immigrant at 5 years old. This is way before the Crow Show. I'm talking about a high school dropout, not knowing which way I'ma go. They thought it was easy, it wasn't easy at all. A father at 17, my problems wasn't resolved. I was locked up a couple of crimes, multiple times. There was no hope, I never gave up. One time I started welding, thought I had a career. Bought my first Bitcoin, 2015 was the year. 3 years after that, I was introduced to the Crow. At that very moment, I knew I wouldn't struggle no more. I did my homework, started accumulating some more. And accumulating some more. I bought a couple shit coins, reinvested in the Bitcoin. Now I got a multi-million-dollar business. Many have witnessed that I went from rags to riches. And I didn't have to steal. I was there when Volcano hit 250 mil. I can't explain how it really feels. I got another banger on the way, Prometheum Prodigy. I got many people to come along and just follow me. While they was buying memes, we buying technology, waiting for the bull run to hit. Now ain't that some shit? I'ma be responsible for making so many people rich off of a couple flips. Never forget, I told you to buy the dip. Never forget, I told you to buy the dip.
There and you fight it in your head. You sit there and try to convince yourself that, oh, what if it doesn't work? Oh, what if I fail? What if this token doesn't do it? What if this happens? What if that happens? What? That's all you tell yourself. Those thoughts need to disappear from your mind. You need to block those pieces of shit. And you need to be like, you know what? Fuck you. I'm going to be fucking rich. I'm going to be fucking wealthy. I'm going to be the person that I was destined to be. I'm not destined to be a fucking sheep. I'm not destined to follow people every day of my fucking life. If I want to buy that thing on the shelf, I'm going to buy it. If I want to travel somewhere, I'm going to travel. If I want to eat a fucking meal at noon on a Monday while everybody's at fucking work, I'm going to eat a meal at noon for breakfast. Understand? You can have all that. You can be that person. You have to.
What's up, everybody? Just here at the VIP of Carol G, man. Super awesome. Very cool. Check out the bar. They got the bar in the back. They got the nice chairs. They got the little couch area and everything. Very cool, man. Excited to be here. It's gonna be fun. Welcome back to the channel, guys. This is Pablo Crow, and like always, bullish on crypto because crypto set me free. Now, if you guys don't use crypto.com, till this day, it's my favorite exchange. As you guys know, in 2021, their native token called Crow set me free, and it took a long time. As you guys saw from the beginning, I've been investing in crypto since 2015. And if you think about it, it took me 6 years. 6 years of ups, downs, failures, losses, struggles, wondering if it was ever going to happen for me. 6 years. So if you're here today, it's probably because you've been fighting the bear market for the last couple of years. Maybe you came in when Shiba Inu was a big deal, or Dogecoin because Elon was talking about it. Maybe you heard Bitcoin hit 50,000 for the first time in 2021. Whatever it is, it brought you to crypto. Since then, it's been a struggle. The whole market has gone down the drain, and we're finally picking back up. All I can tell you is that you're at the right place at the right time, because the market is upon us. Even people like myself that have been in crypto since 2015, we cannot calculate what's about to happen. We can only estimate, we can only guess, we can only anticipate based on the history, based on what we know. But the truth is, and I'm going to be the most honest YouTuber in the world, None of us know shit. We don't know what's really going to happen because the market that's upon us, it has never happened. You know, going into this bull run that's ahead of us, it's going to be one of a kind. And what I mean by one of a kind, this is the first one ever. The institutions that are worth trillions jumping in, something we never had in the past. This is the first cycle where adoption makes sense. This is the first cycle when governments are adopting cryptocurrency. This is the first cycle when things are really going in the proper direction that we've been waiting for a very, very long time. So to predict such thing, it's hard, right? People know that I have my price prediction for Bitcoin at 215,000 at the peak. Now, I could be fucking wrong. I could be so wrong. I could be like, that thing could just keep going. You see what I'm saying? With the world coming into crypto, the floor of the bear market, it's only going to continue to raise. How do you know that the next bear market floor is not 100K for Bitcoin? How do you know that? You don't know what the floor is going to be because you don't know what the peak is going to be. Now, if we hit my target of 215,000 for Bitcoin, then I expect the retraction down to about 75K, which is great, right? Because even right now, you're buying cheaper than the next bear market. And that's something that you got to think about. You ever wonder why these big whales, they don't sell their entire portfolio? It's because once you make some millions, you don't need all the money at once. You don't want to get screwed by taxes. You don't want to get wrecked by the government. So you take out a few million, a few here and there, and you pay taxes on that, and you hold your Ethereum, you hold your Bitcoin, you don't care if it's going into the bear market because you know it's coming back. And that's the mentality of a wealthy person. See what I'm saying? When people come into crypto like us, we're like, oh man, I'm going to try to sell the top so hopefully I can buy the bottom. And the reason why we think like that is because we're limited. We only have so much money. But when you make it to the top and you become a big whale and you've done great in crypto, you don't care if Bitcoin goes from 69,000 down to 30K. You don't care because you know it's going to go back up and life is going to continue on. A lot of the times it's better to just hold and watch the dips happen because you don't want to get hit by capital gains. And that's the mentality of a rich person. So the bull market upon us is going to change a lot of lives. 1,000 millionaires coming from my channel, I think that is a given. If you don't become a millionaire from this channel, then you did something wrong. You fucked up. You played around too much and you follow hype. You follow things that you were not supposed to be following. You need to understand that education, knowledge is key for the future of your success. Don't chase hype. Don't chase the fake energy. You have to understand that research is the most valuable thing that's going to separate you from the rest. To become the 1%, you got to think like the 1%. The 1% don't care what the media says. The 1%, they'll say, oh, Ethereum is pumping. Guys, we all got to buy. We all got to release all our utilities because Ethereum's at $3,000 for the first time ever. Release the Kraken, right? The 1% don't think like they're like, okay, cool. I mean, Ethereum's at $3,000. Yeah, that's great. But that's not what we expect to happen this cycle. So why the fuck are we all excited? We expect a $15,000, $20,000 Ethereum. So we're just like, cool, man, $3,000, cool. It's not even all-time high yet. Why the fuck are you guys all excited? Do you understand that the 1% think completely different? The 1% are thinking like, look, we still got to go through the crypto halving and the Bitcoin halving, and then we still got to consolidate a couple of months, and then the bull market really kicks off. So we're talking like September, right? So between now and September is what you call the accumulation phase for the big investors, the big whales. That's what you call it, the accumulation phase. Now, For you, the bull market starts when you start investing. It don't fucking matter if you start investing in October. That's the bull run for you personally. You start investing in November, that's the bull run for you. And hopefully you catch a nice run because you might be late on your purchase, right? So the bull run for me, it started at $900 Ethereum because that's when I came in and I bought 100 Ethereums. I was like, this is my first purchase. So to me, I'm already been in the bull run for the last year plus because I bought at $900 Ethereum. I bought VeChain at 22 cents. I bought ADA. No, wait. I bought ADA at 22 cents and I bought VeChain at 1.4 cents. So to me, I already been in the bull run. But to a lot of people coming in, the bull run to you started at a $2,500 Ethereum or a $3,000 Ethereum if you're buying today. See what I'm saying? So you have to comprehend the difference between a bull run and when you come into your investment. See, if you bought right now, if you're invested into great cryptos, you're already in a fucking bull run. You just don't know it, right? Because you're waiting for Bitcoin, you're waiting for Ethereum to have those God candles. Everybody's like, whoa. But if you're already making money, you're already in profits, you're already growing your portfolio, you're already in the bull run. You're already fucking winning. See, this is what people don't comprehend. And this is what keeps people in the poverty level. And I'm going to break it down to you before we talk about Prometheum. I'm going to break it down to you real fucking quick. Okay. So a bull cycle starts when Bitcoin bottoms out. So 15,500 was the bottom for Bitcoin. That's the beginning of the bull run. From 15.5, now we're at 52,000. You're telling me that that's not a run? From 15.5 to 52,000? That's a fucking run. Whoever bought Bitcoin at 15K, they've been in the bull run this whole fucking time. You see what I'm saying? You're waiting for those God candles. They really don't. That doesn't mean you're in the bull run. It's a mental thing. It's a mental thing to bring in the masses and sucker them in. But you have to think like the 1%er. Whoever bought Bitcoin at 15K has been in the bull run this whole time. See, from the bottom to the top is the bull run, and from the top to the bottom is the bear market. So when Bitcoin tops out at whatever it is, 215,000, 300,000, that's where the bear market starts. But see, people won't even know it's a bear market till Bitcoin retracts 30, 40%. And then they're going to be like, oh shit, we're in a bear market, guys. Well, no shit, Sherlock. We're down 30 fucking percent. Of course, we're in a fucking bear market. And that's what happens in the influence today. We're up fucking, how much are we up? 200, 300% on Bitcoin. And now they're saying, oh, the bull market's upon us. The fuck, we're up 300%. What do you mean the bull market's upon us? That's the mentality that you're fed. And people feed you these things. Now, if you're holding a crypto, for example, any crypto, I don't care what the fuck it's called, but if you're holding a crypto and it's at the same fucking market cap when Bitcoin was at 20,000 and now it's your crypto still at the same market cap at a $52,000 Bitcoin, that's a huge gap. If Bitcoin's running without your project, that's a problem, right? That's a problem because those projects are telling you, we're waiting for the bull run, guys. We're going to pump in the bull run. But it's like, dude, Bitcoin has been pumping. Where the fuck are we? The mentality of a sheep, and I'm sorry to tell you guys, is somebody that listens to everybody else. And if you listen to everybody else, you are what people call a sucker. You are the X of liquidity. You are the guy that people like me are going to take the money from you. See? So my job is to teach people to be like me, to fall into that 1% where you change your thinking, because all your investment strategy is right here between this side and this side. If you master this, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you lost 50K because you're going to turn around and make $500,000. What matters is right here. And what you got to understand is that when everybody's yelling, bull run is here, bull run is here, you should already be up 2, 3, 4, 500% on your portfolio. If you're not up that high, then you did something wrong. So now you're playing the catch-up game. If you're playing the catch-up game, you're in fucking trouble. You see what I'm saying? Now you're following it didn't matter that you were here for 2 fucking years in the bear market. If people coming into crypto and they get a better position than you did something wrong, right? The problem is that a lot of people were chasing the hype and they forgot to invest. And I'm a victim of that too. I fall for hype sometimes, and I dream and I follow it, but then I have to come to my senses and be like, whoa, the market is doing completely opposite than what we all thought. So what do? Do we just keep following our hopes and dreams, or do we follow the market, the trend, what's going to pop in this upcoming bull market, right? And I hate to tell you, fellas, but artificial intelligence will be number 1. Layer 2 will be number 2. Those will be the top 2 narratives of the bull run. Now, why am I doing this about Prometheum today? Because Prometheum is going to follow the freaking AI in the layer 2. So Prometheum is going to have the 2 biggest narratives of the upcoming bull market. That's why I'm so bullish on this project, because that's the narrative. You saw Vitalik recently tweet out the AI is going to help fix Ethereum, and whatever project figures it out is going to change the way that Ethereum trades. So Vitalik threw it out there and said, I need a fucking layer 2, guys. I need a fucking layer 2 that's going to have artificial intelligence. But guess what? Prodi and Proto and the 14 other developers, they knew this would come back in October. And in fact, they've been building Prometheum Prodigy for over a year. So over a year ago, the developers of Prometheum Prodigy, they knew that artificial intelligence and layer 2 blockchain was going to be the big narrative. Now, do you understand what I'm saying with that? Last cycle, we had meme coins, we had NFTs, and we had gaming, okay? This cycle, we're going to have blockchain technology and artificial intelligence leading the market. Now, there's always going to be a room for meme coins. There's always going to be a room for gaming. There's always going to be a room for other things. Yes, and you can make money in other things, but your most money is going to be in the biggest narrative. Now, Elon doesn't have the power that he used to. So Dogecoin, it doesn't have that support like they did in 2021. Shiba didn't have, it's not going to have Vitalik again like it did in 2021. Do you understand? COVID is not going to happen again like it did in 2021. See, all those narratives is what created the hype for Doge and SHIB, right? Think about that. This cycle is going to be completely different. If you don't adapt, if you don't attach to what's coming, then you're going to miss the wave, and you're going to say, holy fuck, that brown guy with the crypto.com hat knew what the fuck he was talking about the whole time, and here we are. Thank you for the super chat, Taylor. Appreciate it. Do you get what I'm saying? So understand what's happening. Understand what's going on, because what you do between now, I'm telling you right now, what you do between now and summer is going to change your life. If you don't take advantage of this next few months to accumulate the proper cryptos, you are going to kick yourself in the ass, because you're going to be like, man, I knew what the narrative was going to be because I've been in DeFi for so long. I knew what was going to happen. Why didn't I take advantage of the situation? And you're going to ask yourself that over and over and over and over again. And this bull market is going to come and go. And you're going to be like, well, I made $50,000. And I'm going to be like, congratulations. Now, what the fuck are you going to do with 50 grand? Nothing. You can't even go buy a brand new truck with $50,000. Oh, and let's not forget that you still have to pay taxes on that $50,000. So you have to think big, and you have to follow the narrative. If you do those two things, you're going to fucking win. I'm telling you right now. You're going to win. Now, before we get so bullish on everything else, make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you're new to the channel. And before we get the party started, man, let's line up the party a little bit. Intermission dance party. Let's go, boys.
Man, who out here?
It's like that.
Yes, here we are. Here we are. Here we are, guys. Prometheum Prodigy. Man, let's talk about Prometheum Prodigy, boys and girls, because in my opinion, this is my opinion. Take it as you want. I believe that Prometheum Prodigy is going to hit $100 per coin at the peak of this bull run. That is my prediction for this project. And today, I'm going to give you facts and I'm going to give you data why I believe that this project has the potential to reach $100 per coin. Now, am I going to stick around to see $100? Maybe about 20% of my portfolio. I probably will take profits, in the dollars along the ways. Okay. But obviously, I think that leaving a moon bag for a project like this, I believe that it could go to $100+ by the peak of this market. And we're going to talk about why I think that. But before, let me thank this Glory Days Web3 Mega Bullish. Let's go. Thank you for the super chat of $20. Appreciate it. Appreciate it, man. We got 106 people on the live stream tonight. Lots to talk about. My buddy, my pal, my amigo, Alcontray says, choose your champions wisely. Don't find yourself chasing the rabbit and the potential fumbling the bag. Hey, he's got a point. He's got a point. Let's see what else we got. $100 per coin, prediction, bullish. Yes, sir. And we're going to talk about why. Today we're going to dive deep into Prometheum Prodigy. We're going to dive hella deep. And we're going to talk about facts and data because at the end of the day, hype is one thing, hope is another thing, but facts and data, it's a whole nother thing. And we're going to talk about that today. Let me read some of these real quick. Pablo, I want to thank you on their behalf for promoting so many YouTubers. If they haven't, you are a true leader, and that's why you will mint 1,000 millionaires. Yes, Guillermo, you at all people know there's been a lot of influencers that have come through my platform and have built a great name for themselves. A big shout out to all those people, and I hope a lot of success for all of them. Now, let's jump into the chart real quick. As you guys know, I'm not a big hour chart or 30-minute chart. I like to look at daily charts because I'm a long-term investor. I don't care for a 2x. I don't care for small gains. I like to make a minimum 6 figures. I prefer 7 figures, but hey, we all have our minimum and we all have our, what we want. So let's talk about this chart a little bit. Okay. We talked about in the past, if you go back down, we did talk that we were going to see a nice uptrend very, very soon. And we talked about this in the last video, because if you go back in time between October at launch and I would say November, which is a couple of months, PMPY consolidated sideways for 2 months, right? And then we saw this 9-10 day, daily candles to get us to a new all-time high, which the new all-time high was around the 13 or some shit. I don't know, something like that. But that took 2 months for that to happen, for that run to happen, for those 10 days of running. Now, we said that we would have something very similar in the near future. Now, that was about a 500%, run, give or take, right? So I was like, we're going to have something similar to that very, very soon, because we have consolidated, if you go here, since December all the way to February. So that's a little about 2 months as well. So we were about to have a breakout. Now, what do I think is going to happen on this breakout? So we went up 500% on the last leg. I think we're going to do something very, very similar, which is going to put us close to like 10 cents. So let's find the 10 cents mark. Okay. Yeah, so 500% puts us about 8 cents from where we were. So that's saying about a daily candle for the next 10 days will put us somewhere around 5 cents. Now, can we do that? Absolutely. I mean, we're sitting at a 0.23 cents. So to double that, I don't see that being that hard at all. So we may be seeing 5 cents very, very soon. I actually think that we may go beyond 5 cents. We may go straight to 10 cents on this next leg, because look, I want to point out something very, very, very bullish that you can see here on the chart. Okay, we're talking TA right now, guys. Okay, as you can see on the chart, we hit a new all-time high right here at the 384, and we really didn't dip. Usually what happens in coins, every time you hit a new all-time high, you dip, right? That's usual. That's common. That's something that happens, and people like, oh, I fucking made some money for the first time in my life. Let me take my $2,000 and go to the sunset. Well, in PMPY, that didn't happen, and the reason why that didn't happen is because you're getting real investors. You're getting people that are coming into PMPY, and they're doing their research, they're studying the project, and they're trying to understand what Prometheum Prodigy is really doing. So when they truly understand what the plan is, they buy and hold, buy and hold, buy and hold. So if we're holding the new all-time high at the 384, we're going to go straight to 5 cents, right? And when we consolidate the 5 cents, maybe for 3, 4, 5 days, whatever it is, then we're going to run to 10 cents and consolidate at 10 cents, move on to 20 cents, and do it all the way to $1, right? Which I think that we could, okay, this is a we could scenario. We could be at $1 by summer, maybe sometime in November, sometime by the end of the year, we could be at $10. By saying that, if we hit $10 by the end of the year, then the peak of the market could possibly be $100. Now we're going to talk about what's going to get us to that level, because you got to have facts and data. Facts and data. Those are the most important things that you can focus on. The first thing we want to talk about, the market cap sitting at 11.89 million. Now, why does that matter? Well, that matters because last all-time high, we were sitting around 12 million. So why do we have a new all-time high now and yet the same market cap? Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is based on circulation. And this team has burned supply for the last 100+ days, literally almost every other day, every week. So when you burn supply, you lower down the market cap and you increase the dollar value of every token. So burning supply is the most crucial thing a project can do to help the community. Okay. Now you look at the ratio from 11.89 million to liquidity at 3 million. You're talking about a 27% ratio for liquidity. Why is that bullish, Pablo? Well, you can pick any project you want up here, okay? Any project you want. And let's pick Trump, because I know a lot of you guys like Trump. So we pick Trump, right? And you look at the liquidity ratio. These guys have 136 million in market cap, and they have a 3.89 million in liquidity. Now, if I go back to PMPY, we're only sitting at 11.89 million with almost 3 million in liquidity. That shows you the value of liquidity and why this project is so bullish. It has such a fat liquidity. And why do you give a shit about liquidity? Well, liquidity is what people can actually cash out. That's the legitimacy of the money. That's the money that people can take their profits from. Now, it doesn't matter that you're at 300 million market cap. If there's only $3 million in liquidity, for example, you only got 3 fucking millionaires. That's it. That's all you got is 3 millionaires. I don't give a shit if the market cap's at 300 million. You got 3 millionaires. And the minute the 1 millionaire sells, the other 2 millionaires just got fucked. So now they got $500,000 each. And then the time the second millionaire sells, the third millionaire got like $250,000. You get what I'm saying? Liquidity is key point to the success of a project. What do you think people are so bullish on Ethereum? Ethereum has tons of liquidity. Ethereum is king because of its liquidity. Understand, liquidity is what makes a fucking king. PMPY does not lack liquidity. You can compare it to anybody in this market cap, and nobody's going to have a higher liquidity than Prometheum. You can compare it to projects that are sitting at 20 million, at 50 million, at 100 million, and you're going to see the price ratio why the liquidity in Prometheum is top notch and why that matters so much. Now, how is the liquidity being grown? I'm going to talk about the liquidity being grown. Okay. There's three major things that Prometheum is doing based on liquidity. And I like to cover liquidity because to me is the most important thing in the whole crypto. Okay. Number one, obviously you build liquidity from buys and sells, right? Buys and sells build liquidity. That's number one. And most cryptos have that. Most cryptos build liquidities from buys and sells. That's a given. Number two, okay? Number two is how much liquidity did the developers insert it at launch? Now, you go back in time and you think about, for example, Pepe. Pepe launched with 1 or 2 Ethereums in liquidity, and it went parabolic, had very little liquidity, big market cap, and some millionaires were made, mostly the developers, but there was a few other people that made money. What I'm saying is they started with very little liquidity. Now, these guys in Prometheum Prodigy, they launched the token with 435 Ethereums. Now, if you go back, you can actually find that on Dex Tools right here. It's actually 499 Ethereum, which is, it went up from building it. Let's see right there. As you can see, I highlighted, but they launched around 435 Ethereum. So you got a token like Pepe that launched with 1 or 2 Ethereums in liquidity, and you got a token like Prometheum that launched with 435 fucking Ethereums. Okay, that's number two. You gotta inject a lot of liquidity into the project when you launch. So they injected a fat liquidity of Ethereum, and I'm so glad they decided to only stick with Ethereum, because a lot of people, a lot of tokens, they have multiple chains to make it cheaper for other people. But when you split the liquidity into, let's say, BNB and Solana, then you're splitting the liquidity, and now you have 3 different communities. You don't have one community anymore. Now you have Solana versus BNB community, and you have the BNB community versus the Ethereum community, and yet you're all on the same crypto. Doesn't make any sense. Why not just go 100% with ETH, because ETH is king, and that's exactly what they did, right? So they maintain the liquidity all in one blockchain, especially if PMPY is going to be a layer 2 for Ethereum. It makes sense to stay in Ethereum, right? It makes sense. So you got the fat injection liquidity, right? Now let's talk about the other thing. The third thing is their daily, weekly, monthly burns that they're doing. So we're gonna jump over to Twitter to talk about that, just because what they got going on. Let's see where they're at. PMPY right here. Okay, let's talk about a little bit about that, and I'm gonna explain to you why burns matter so fucking much. So make sure you guys follow them on CMC. All right, here. This was today. So first of all, I'm gonna read this real quick. Our friends at PAL added an image generator to our Telegram bot. Join for Telegram today and test it out yourself. So you can join the Telegram, and once you join the Telegram, they have a pin message with the Telegram to the image generator, and you guys can just sit there and play with it all you want. They created obviously this with their bot, and you can use it, I'm guessing, for Taco Tuesday AI. Anyways, but on top of that, on that tweet, they also said, oh, happy Tuesday, $5,000 just got burned. Okay, now we're gonna go back to the chart. Now let's talk more about the burns. Okay, they burn $20,000 at 2 cents, and they've been burning like crazy, like fucking crazy, right? The project started with 1 billion in supply and circulation. And today in circulation, they got 512 million. So they burn almost 50% of the circulating supply in the last 100 plus days. Okay. And why does that matter, Pablo? Why does that matter? I'm going to give you guys a perfect example. And this is all education. So if you're here, you're learning some shit today. Okay. We're going to throw some jokes here and there, but today is education, because Prometheum Prodigy is not a meme. It's not something that we just want to joke about. It's something that I want you guys to take fucking serious, because it's a serious project. Okay. So let's talk about burning the supply. Now, for example, when they launch with 1 billion in supply, you would have to go to 1 billion market cap to go to $1. Now, because the circulating supply is so much lower, now to $1, you got to get to 512 million in market cap. So that's almost half. They burn half the supply. Now you got to reach half the market cap. So 1 billion is basically $2. You get what I'm saying? So they're helping the community reach their life goals a lot quicker. Now, we're going to talk about how the liquidity, how burning the supply helps the liquidity. Okay. This is where it gets very, very interesting. In the liquidity pool, you had the 439 Ethereums that they injected into the liquidity pool, and you had about 75 million PMPY tokens that were injected to the liquidity pool, and they created the liquidity pool, right? So what happens when these guys burn the supply down, it actually benefits the liquidity, because of the tokens that are in the liquidity pool just went up in value, because they true burn the shit out of other tokens, and they increase the value of the liquidity. So you have the buys and sells that pump the liquidity, right? You have the fat liquidity they originally injected, and then you have the burning mechanism that is pumping the liquidity. So you have 3 mechanisms that are pushing the liquidity. Why is that bullish? Well, because the more they burn, the lower the market cap goes and the higher the price goes. Think about that. So maybe they're going to do updates on CMC every quarterly. I think that's what they said, every quarter. So every quarter they're going to update CMC. They're going to update DEX tools. They're going to update CoinGecko and all the social platforms. And every quarter, you're going to see a gigantic circulating supply shock every quarter of the year. Now, they just recently did it this month. So that means that maybe in May, June, they're going to do the next one. And you're going to see that 512 million just drop to, I don't know, maybe 450 million, maybe 400. I don't fucking know. But they're going to shrink the circulating supply. So what does that mean? That means that now to $1, it'll be 400 million market cap. So at a billion, now you're almost at $3 fucking. You get what I'm saying? That is the importance of the burns these guys are doing. Okay. And that is one reason why I believe the PMPY is going to be a freaking Goliath, a massive project, because you got intelligent developers that have been in the space for a very, very long time. They know what works, and they're utilizing those skills to create such perfect supply shock. Okay. Number one reason why I believe PMPY will go to $100+. Now we're going to jump into number 2 here in a minute. But before, let's enjoy Raccoon Life and lighten up the party. Gotta love it, guys. Gotta love it. Got to freaking love it. Now let's jump into another subject. Okay, we're gonna talk about another subject, and I think this subject is gonna be very very important. Okay, I think this subject is crucial. Let me jump over. So the next thing is why I think Prometheum Prodigy is going to become a big deal is because of what it's bringing to the table, right? You think about AI, the sector, Vitalik's pushing it, CC is pushing it, Elon's pushing it. I mean, even Microsoft is pushing it, gaming, Xbox, PlayStation. I mean, everybody, everybody is pushing AI. Everybody is. So if the kings of money are pushing AI as a narrative, not only in cryptocurrency, but in the real world, this cycle is because they want AI to be a big deal, right? I mean, you got Apple pushing AI, you got everybody's pushing AI for this year, for this cycle. So AI is going to be a massive, massive Goliath. Now we jump into other things when it comes into why I believe that. Let me jump over here. Why I believe that PMPY will be $100 plus token. Now, if we go through the white paper, I want you guys to really understand that the Prodigy paper is very very crucial and it's a must read. Okay, it's a must read. I know you guys don't like to fucking read, but if you want to be rich, you gotta fucking read. I hate reading, but I had to do it to get myself out of poverty. You have to read. You have to educate yourself. So read the Prodigy paper. Read it. Okay, but I'm gonna highlight a few things that I think are super super important. Now we talk about layer two, right? We talk about Prodigy Chain being the first of its kind AI layer two blockchain platform. Now, why I think that's important. Now, you think about a layer two, you think about you think about Polygon, right? Polygon's a layer two and it's a top crypto. Polygon does not have artificial intelligence within its layer two. What does that mean? That means that all the updates and everything that's going on with Polygon, it has to humanly, manually be tracking, manually be updating, manually be making moves, manually be improving the blockchain. So there's a lot of manually human hours that take away time, that take away money, that take away all these things to make Polygon better, right? It's an expensive blockchain. Now, being the first AI layer two, okay, and I'm going to talk about why that's important. Why? First of all, an AI is smart. An AI continues to adapt to its environment and continues to improve things. So you think about an AI that never sleeps, that never stops, that never slows down. It's going to improve the scalability. It's going to improve the speed. It's going to improve all the bugs, all the soft errors that are going to happen within the blockchain 24/7, making the layer two better every freaking day. Understand that you got a layer two that's this 100% human, and you have a layer two, this artificial intelligence that is going to revolutionize the way blockchain technology runs. Okay, that right there is huge. Now, the layer two is going to come later down the road. Okay, the layer two to me, it's the big kaboom. It's the big mega thing that Prometheum Prodigy is bringing to the table. It's the big one. It's the fucking big event. Okay, so they're doing the layer two later, towards the end of the year, maybe the beginning of 2025, somewhere around there. They're bringing it in at the very end of the cycle. Now, that's a good thing. I'm going to tell you why. Because we are going to jump into another. That was reason number 2 that I think why this is going to be an $100 coin. Now, if we really pay attention, Prodigy Flip is right here, right? Prodigy Flip. Now, we go back to the website and Prodigy Flip. We're going to read a little bit about Prodigy Flip down here at the bottom. And I'm going to talk a little bit more about Prodigy Flip, okay? This is a very basic information just for people to read and understand what Prodigy Flip is going to be. Prodigy Flip is going to be the first of its kind artificial intelligence crypto trading mobile application. Okay. Now, how do I know, Pablo? I mean, Pablo, talk to me, man. Talk to me, because I was in Saitama, or I was in this other meme, and they promised us an application and it never happened. And then I asked him, okay, well, do you know who was building the application? Do you know who was building the technology? And they say, no. But the developer was Docs, so I trusted him. And I'm like, I know. I was in Saitama too. I remember what Russ would say. I remember what these other meme coins would say. And the truth is, it was all bullshit. One, you never once knew who the fuck was building the technology. Two, you never knew anything on the updates. You had no information. You had nothing. It was just a what if, right? Now, Prometheum Prodigy, with the Prodigy Flip, how do you know it's real? Well, you can actually call the company. You can call the company that that is building the Prodigy Flip. You can call it. In fact, if you go down at the bottom of the website, down here, you see right there, you can click on that, and it's going to send you to Fox News. Okay, check it out. We're right here. Fox News, Fox 2. Okay, let's talk about Fox 2. Now, Fox 2 explains to you the Webnificent partner up with Prometheum Prodigy for the groundbreaking crypto trading application. Now, you can read all about this. This is public information. Talks about the company from San Jose, California, United States. Talks about, has all their socials here, phone number, their email, their website. I mean, you can pick up the phone and you can call these guys. Now, if that's not enough, if Fox News is not enough for you, then you can always go to Twitter. You can find a lot of things. You can find it on AVC. You can find it on so many different platforms that are telling you the Webnificent are going to build Prodigy Flip. Now, how do I know, Pablo? How do I know they're going to do a good job? Because these are questions that people ask all the fucking time. I mean, these are basic questions. How do I know that it's going to be successful, Pablo? How do I know that it's going to be a great application? Well, now we go to Twitter, right? And I'm breaking this down for you, okay? We go to Twitter, and right here on the Twitter page, they have this beautiful video, okay? And why does this video matter? Let me show you real quick. Why does this video matter on Twitter? They have this on Twitter. They have it pinned. It matters because in this video, all the graphics that you see are handcrafted, hand created by software engineers to create our own, very own, amazing AI character. Okay? This is not something that they just generated from a fucking app, or they, came up with, they stole it from a bunch of fucking pictures to create this. Like, this was software engineered by the Webnificents from scratch. So you have Fox News, ABCs, all these news platforms telling you about this partnership. You can pick up the phone and call the fucking company. 3, you can go and watch this video and you can see the graphics, the way they design things, the way they put everything together to understand that this is becoming a reality. Now, if you go down here, there was another video. Make sure everybody's watching. There was another video that they posted where they actually show right here. They actually showed part of the development. If you pay attention to this video, you can clearly see a mouse right there. Check it out. Clearly see a mouse moving the character as they're building the character. Okay, moving around. Check it. Toot, check it. See what I'm saying? So all this was built from scratch. These guys just did a 3D model with full abilities to physically move and function and talk and show you things. You don't think they have the capability of building a mobile application, guys? So you understand their software skills. You understand social media telling you what's happening. You can call the company. You can do that. And then this is my favorite part. Pablo. But there's a couple of Google reviews that the customer wasn't happy. And I'm like, have you looked at the reviews on Google? Google has a 3.6 average of stars. There's people in this fucking world that actually complain about Google. They complain about Google. And I'm just like, anybody that listens to people that complain on the fucking internet are just as dumb as the people complaining on the internet. Every time I order something on Amazon, they have a bunch of fucking people crying on the, oh, this happened. Oh, my $10. What am I going to do? Oh, please, world, save me. Save me, world. I ordered this one stick and it came a little bent. I lost my $10. I order this shit, and every time I order something with good and bad reviews, doesn't fucking matter. 9 out of 10 times, it's fine. Right? So I don't fucking listen to them. If I see something on Amazon and I fucking like it, I just buy it. And I'm like, I'm pretty happy with it. I don't know what the fuck these guys are crying about. They lost their $99. They came, build me a website for $99, and I want this shit to work better than Xbox, better than Microsoft, but I want to be cheap. Oh, man. Gotta love it. So you have, what did I say? The liquidity, the blockchain layer 2 technology, and Prodigy Flip. Now, Prodigy Flip, to me, I can see this thing being 100% available in the summer. I really can. They said around the Bitcoin halving with the 60-day window, 30 to 60-day window. So in the summer, shit's going to go down. You're going to be able to go on App Store, on Google Play, and you're going to be able to download Prodigy Flip. And let's talk about Prodigy Flip a little bit deeper, okay? If we go back to the main video up here that you guys should watch if you're new to the channel, this is a must watch, okay? And if you go back to this amazing video that they got going on, you fast forward a little bit, you can see right in here, right here, you have a Cardano and an Ethereum in the same box, okay? Damn, I can't catch it. Okay. Now, Cardano, oh no, it's actually more this way. Maybe it is. So you look at all the blockchains right here. Okay, you got Cardano, Solana, BNB, and Ethereum. Okay, you're going to be able to trade within blockchains. It's going to be a cross-chain platform. Now, listen to this. This is where it gets really, really intense. Listen to me clearly. Listen to me, okay? Because this determines whether your ass stays broke or your ass makes money in this upcoming bull run. Okay. Cross-chain. There's already 1 or 2 wallets in that you can download today that does cross-chain. Yes. But you know what they don't have? They don't have a few things that Prodigy Flip will. One, they don't have algorithm sniping bot. Now, what is algorithm sniping bot, Pablo? Because I only trade on Coinbase. I don't fucking know anything about algorithm sniping bot. Well, I'm going to tell you what it is. A sniping bot is if you use KuCoin, for example, or Mexi Global or other exchanges besides Coinbase and crypto.com, you can actually set a buy order and a sell order. Now, there is Telegram bots that do this too, but they're Telegram bots. You have to go into a sketchy ass application and hope you don't get rugged, right? So you can algorithm sniping bot, you set your buy order. Let's say Bitcoin, I'm going to buy it at 40,000. I'm going to set my buy order at 40,000. And if it dumps, then my bot will pick up the buy, and then I'll set my sell price at 120,000 Bitcoin. So your bot will catch the dip, buy for you, and wait till the pump happens and sell for you. Buys for you, sells for you. And you can set those price targets in any crypto that is going to be in DeFi, decentralization. So you're going to have cross-chain, and you're going to have algorithm sniping bot. Now, those two are fucking massive utilities. That would be enough to make the top application in crypto. Well, there's more. 3, they're going to integrate an on-ramp and off-ramp DeFi scenario. What does that mean, Pablo? Well, just like you do in Trust Wallet, you're going to be able to buy your crypto there. And just like you do with some of these crypto cards in the crypto space today, you're going to be able to spend your crypto through the Protus card. Now think about this. Buy your crypto, algorithm sniping bot, trade your crypto, trade it between BNB and Ethereum or Solana or Cardano, and then spend it with the Protus card, all within a mobile application. So we just took out Telegram sniping bots. We just took out all the fucking DeFi wallets. We just took out all the fucking cross-chain wallets. And we just took out all the sniping wallets. Think about this. All in one. Now, those are the utilities that you know about. But they say they do have a surprise utility that is going to blow your fucking mind. And my mind's already blown. I'm like, dude, as long as you give me a way to trade between BNB and Ethereum, as long as I can snipe some of these tokens, I'm happy. But to have a surprise utility that's going to blow your mind, Prodigy Flip is going to be next level. And there's nothing you can do about it. You can sit around and hope and say, oh, it's not real, or I'll wait till it happens, or all these. You can do whatever the fuck you want. The reality is I'm buying, and I'm going to continue to buy because I'm going to be ready before all this happens. That's how you make money. That's how you get wealthy. That's how you get rich, by buying before everybody else does. That's the point. So that is my number 3 reason why I believe, is it number 3? Liquidity, blockchain, Prodigy Flip. Yeah, that's my number 3 reasons why I believe that this is a $100 coin. Now, I'm going to go into the 4th reason. Now, this reason to me is one of the biggest reasons. And I'm going to stay right here with Prodigy Flip because the 4th reason has to do with Prodigy Flip. Okay. A while back, they announced that that Prodigy Flip is going to be a subscription base. Okay, now let's talk about that. You're gonna have the people that just want shit for free and they're super fucking broke and they want to stay poor. That's okay. You can have those people, but the majority of us, we're gonna gladly pay $10 to get all these services every month. We're gladly gonna pay. On top of that, it's a wallet, so the wallet's probably gonna be free. But what I'm saying, you're going to have all these services for $10. Now, let's say they get, 0.5% of what Trust Wallet has as far as holders, okay? Trust Wallet has like 70 million users. So let's say they get fucking 0.5%, which is like 2-3 million. But let's just say 1 million, just to easy numbers. 1 million Prodigy Flip users by the end of this year. 1 million users. Okay. 1 million users is going to revenue $10 million every 30 days. Now listen to this. To me, this is one of the most important things of why I think this will be a $100 coin. Out of those $10 million, the team is going to utilize some of those funds to buy supply and burn it. Buy supply and burn it. Let's say they buy $1 million, 10% out of that 10 million, and they use the rest for whatever the fuck they want. But let's say $1 million gets buyback on the chart and burn every 30 days for years to come. Think about this. If, for example, VeChain, which is one of my favorite cryptos that I hold a lot of fucking VeChain, okay? If VeChain would come out and say, all right, guys, we're going to buy back and burn $1 million every month. I fucking promise you that VeChain would jump from the number 35, 40 position on CMC to the number 10. Just boom. Why? Because no top blue chip, no top 100 is doing that. Nobody's doing that. Nobody can say, Pablo, ADA just buy $100 yesterday and burned it. Nobody's saying that. Solana's not fucking doing that. Polkadot's not doing that. Nobody is doing that. This team is going to utilize their ecosystem to buy back the chart and burn supply when a supply is already fucking low. Think about that. Think about that. And that's going to happen every 30 days once Prodigy Flip is available. Now, because it is a mobile application, there's going to be public data of how many holders it has, how many people have downloaded the app, how many users, all this thing. So you'll be able to track all that stuff. See what I'm saying? Think about that. $1 million every 30 days of buybacks and burns. Now, a lot of people are saying, Pablo, I will believe it when I see it. Well, good. Just sit on the fucking sidelines and wait. But what you should be doing is buying some Ethereum, because when this happens, Ethereum might be at $5,000. So you're going to be late to buy Ethereum too. See what I'm saying? Number 4 reason why I think Prodigy Flip will be a $100+ coin. Now let's go to number 5. Number 5 is super bullish. Number 5 is if you go here, let me see, where is it, man? Don't mind me, guys. I should have been more prepared, but I wasn't. But I should have been. Okay. Number 5 reason is these guys have planned in advance. Okay. First of all, they're sitting on 8 centralized exchanges, but that's not the point. The centralized exchanges are cool. But number 5 reason is because they are prepared. They're prepared for anything. Okay. Right here, they got their legal opinion. Okay. And you guys can read the whole legal opinion. It says the legal opinion, PMPY is exempt from the SEC security classification under the US, Europe, and international legislation. PMPY is non-security. Okay. And you guys can read this. Now, why is this bullish? This is bullish because as Prodigy Flip gets bigger, as the project gets bigger, the SEC is going to turn their head and they're going to be like, who is this Prometheum Prodigy over here? What's their deal, right? Well, they have legal rights to function anywhere in the world. Now, that's huge. That's a big thing. If XRP would have gotten a legal opinion before they went to trial, they would have never had the issues that they have today. And so many other blue chips have had this issue because they did not get a legal opinion before they went mainstream. Now, don't get me wrong. Maybe there was some words on the website. Maybe there was some words within the contract that needed to be modified. that needed to be moved around for it to become a non-security. You get what I mean? It wasn't like, oh, they just had a perfect website, a perfect contract, and they were just not a non-security. There was probably some updates that needed to be done within the contract, within the website, to become a non-security, something that nobody else can do, because a lot of these projects, they already re-announced their contracts. They already did all kinds of shit. They already had a website before anything. So the fact that they got a legal opinion, that means that there's nobody can tell these guys what the fuck to do. And it means that Coinbase can legally list Prometheum Prodigy because it's not a security. Oh shit, Power with the super chat. One of the top new attractive projects that you should have in your DeFi wallet has to be PMPY, Prometheum Prodigy. Attaboy. Thank you for the super chat. Salutes, Mr. Senor Power Amigo. Thank you. All right, so number 5 reason why I think Prometheum Prodigy will be a top crypto, because they're prepared. They have a legal team. They already know what the fuck they're doing. They already know what they need to do. They already made the right moves. The right moves. Man. I'm going to go to number 6. But before I go to number 6, let's take a moment and enjoy my boy. Let's go. We tinkeron, pero irando pro. We win, rayon. We win, rayon. Anyways, guys, the legal opinion, number 5 reason. Now, we're going to talk a little bit more about other things, right? What do you think? What do you think Bigot, being a tier 1, already listed Prometheum, being such a small market cap with small value? Because they know what's coming. Okay, so let's see what else we got. Oh man, why? Make sure you guys watch the Protus video, the one that shows the debit card. Okay, make sure you guys check it out. It's pretty fucking awesome. Check it out, Protus. Okay, check that out. That's going to be a big deal in the future. Let's see. What else do I got? What is the number 6 reason that Prometheum Prodigy is going to go to $100 fucking dollars? Oh, yeah. Make sure you guys check out the partnership with PAL, man. That was a big deal. Check that out. Oh, yeah. Here we go. Innovation, technology, AI adoption. Number 6 reason why I think Prometheum Prodigy is going to be an $100 plus coin. Number 6 reason. Okay, so as you guys know, with the layer 2 has to have a native token. That's PMPY. PMPY is going to be the native token. So for example, if you don't understand how layer 2 work, it's simple. For example, if you want to use the Polygon chain, you have to buy Matic, right? And with Matic, you are able to launch coins on the Polygon network, right? So people have to buy Matic to launch cryptos, to buy cryptos, to do all these things on the Polygon network. See? So that means that people are going to have to buy Prometheum Prodigy token, PMPY, to launch cryptos and to buy and trade other cryptos on its blockchain. That's huge, because first of all, this team is burning the crap out of the tokens. Second, they're going to be buying back and burning the supply of these tokens with the revenue from Prodigy Flip. And third, you're going to have to buy PMPY to utilize it within the blockchain. Think about that. Scarcity, and on top of that, a blockchain. It's massive. It's massive. Right now, people are buying millions and thousands of tokens. When that time comes, you're going to be buying 1 or 2 fucking PMPYs to launch your token. It's going to get expensive. You're going to be spending $200-$300 to get 2-3 coins to launch a token. You get what I'm saying? That right there is the number 6 reason why I think Prometheum Prodigy will go to $100+. Number 7 reason. Number 7 reason. Shit, man, I should have had like 20 pages for all this. Number 7 reason. I'm just gonna tell you what this one is. Right now, you have 2% reflections. Okay, every buy, every sell, you get 2%. It's great. At 100 million market cap, they're going to raise it to 4% in reflections. 4% in reflections. You have a big bag and you're making 4% every fucking buy and sell. You're like, I might just stick around. Like, where the fuck am I going to go to get 4% reflections? So now you have more people sticking around long term because you're getting some good reflections. Now, once it cross the 1 billion market cap, which my estimation, it should be around $3. Once you cross the $3 range, you're going to have 5% reflections. 5%. Who the fuck gives you 5% reflections? And then by then, they're probably going to have their staking platform. So you're also going to be able to stake your crypto, your PMPY. So you're going to have options, staking or reflections. See what I'm saying? Number 7 reason why I think Prometheum Prodigy will be a $100 plus coin is because of the way it incentivizes the community with reflections. Big whales that are sitting on $1 million are going to be like, fuck it, man. I'm making 5% here all day, every day. What am I going to do? Cash out my 1 million? And where the fuck am I going to go to get that 5% in DeFi? Where? Right? Reflections. Number 7 reason why I think Prometheum Prodigy will be a $100 plus coin this cycle. I just gave you all these reasons, all these facts, all these datas. And what you do with it, it's up to you. You can do whatever the hell you want with this information. It's free. I'm not charging you. It's completely free. I'm just telling you what I see in Prometheum Prodigy. Now, the last reason that I'm going to talk about today, number 8, and we're going to end here. I can probably keep going, but we're going to end here because I don't want to make this too long to where people are like, oh my God, Pablo talked for 3 fucking hours. I can't watch 3 hours to change my future, to change my life, to give a better life to my children. I can't do that. That's too long. I got to watch the NBA game. That's more important than getting rich. But for those that do watch it, number 8 reason, the contract. What's so special about the contract, Pablo? It's a fucking work of art. It's a beautiful contract. The contract was built by Solidity developers. Why does that matter? Solidity developers are the developers that built the beginning of it all. They built the massive, great contracts in crypto that you see today. Solidity developers are the OGs in crypto, the founding fathers of crypto, the Solidity devs. What's so special about this contract, you may ask? Well, one, they have a no blacklisting function. And I'm afraid to say it, some of this top 100s, they have blacklisting functions. It's not necessary. They're the first ones to ever come out and say, you know what? We don't need to have a blacklist function. What the fuck? Why are we trying to prevent people from taking their profits? No blacklisting functions. 2, they didn't re-announce a contract, which I'm glad they didn't. But they put a safety net to make the community feel comfortable. Before they deployed the contract, once you deploy it, you can't really do certain changes, right? Before they deploy the contract, the Solidity developers made sure that nobody could ever raise taxes above 10%. What does that mean? That means that you're not going to wake up and be sell tax 99% like some of you guys have already experienced in the past. The Solidity developers, the founding fathers of Prometheum Prodigy, are making sure that the future developers of Prometheum Prodigy could never ever screw over the community by raising taxes. 10% max taxes within the contract. No blacklisting, 10% max. Those two are massive. 3, man, there's so many things, right? 3, this contract was handwritten. It has over 1,000 keywords within the contract. It is a massive, big, very detailed contract that thought about so many aspects: burning mechanism, buy and sell pressure, reflections, all this within the contract. And it's phenomenal. For anybody that knows how to read contracts, they'll look at this contract and be like, oh my God, this contract was built by crypto gods. Number 8 reason why Prometheum Prodigy will be $100 plus Bitcoin. Bitcoin, $100 plus coin. Number 8 reason. Now I gave you 8 reasons why Prometheum Prodigy will be a $100 crypto. Now, what you do with those, it's all up to you. You do whatever the hell you want. I'm just telling you that this project right here, I hold a lot of Ethereum. Don't get me wrong. I hold a lot of Ethereum. I hold a lot of Cardano, and I hold a lot of VeChain. Okay? But PMPY is going to outperform all of them. The real money for me, myself, and for anybody that follows this will come from PMPY. Because PMPY has a potential to do thousands and thousands of X's because of its supply, its contract, its strategy, its plan, and the way they function in the crypto space. So guys, that's all I got for you today. I hope you enjoy the show. See you guys on the next one. Peace.
Fuck you. I'm going to be fucking rich. I'm going to be fucking wealthy. I'm going to be the person that I was destined to be. I'm not destined to be a fucking sheep. I'm not destined to follow people every day of my fucking life. If I want to buy that thing on the shelf, I'm going to buy it. If I want to travel somewhere, I'm going to travel.
Imagine being a young man feeling the world is cold. This is me, your immigrant at 5 years old. This is way before the Crow Show. I'm talking about a high school dropout, not knowing which way I'ma go. They thought it was easy, it wasn't easy at all. A father at 17, my problems wasn't resolved. I was locked up a couple of crimes, multiple times. There was no hope, I never gave up. One time I started welding, thought I had a career. Bought my first Bitcoin, 2015 was the year. 3 years after that, I was introduced to the Crow. At that very moment, I knew I wouldn't struggle no more. I did my homework, started accumulating some more. And accumulating some more. I bought a couple shit coins, reinvested in the Bitcoin. Now I got a multi-million-dollar business. Many have witnessed that I went from rags to riches. And I didn't have to steal. I was there when Volcano hit 250 mil. I can't explain how it really feels. I got another banger on the way, Prometheum Prodigy. I got many people to come along and just follow me. While they was buying memes, we buying technology, waiting for the bull run to hit. Now ain't that some shit? I'ma be responsible for making so many people rich off of a couple flips. Never forget, I told you to buy the dip. Never forget, I told you to buy the dip.
There and you fight it in your head. You sit there and try to convince yourself that, oh, what if it doesn't work? What if I fail? What if this token doesn't do it? What if this happens? What if that happens? What? That's all you tell yourself. Those thoughts need to disappear from your mind. You need to block those pieces of shit. And you need to be like, you know what? Fuck you. I'm going to be fucking rich. I'm going to be fucking wealthy. I'm going to be the person that I was destined to be. I'm not destined to be a fucking sheep. I'm not destined to follow people every day of my fucking life. If I want to buy that thing on the shelf, I'm going to buy it. If I want to travel somewhere, I'm going to travel. If I want to eat a fucking meal at noon on a Monday while everybody's at fucking work, I'm going to eat a meal at noon for breakfast. Understand? You can have all that. You can be that person. You can have the
What's up, everybody? Just here at the VIP of Carol G, man. Super, super awesome. Very, very cool. Check out the bar. They got the bar in the back. They got the nice chairs. They got the little couch area and everything. Very, very cool, man. Excited to be here. It's gonna be fun.